But who are you? I am Caribbean and proud. I've been told recently that West Indian means one term about that area, Caribbean means another thing. I don't get into it. Being political correct can be, oh, so exhausting. My heritage is West Indian Caribbean, okay? Figure it out. My parents are from Jamaica. And as I've mentioned in the past, we weren't allowed to speak the patois, but I loved hearing it. Is what going on? My father was a loud speaker. Is why you not feed the dog? We did, Daddy. And why you don't close the blinds? You can't see it dark outside. Now, because he was a Pentecostal preacher, for some reason, everything had to be related to the Bible and to Jesus and being saved and hell and damnation. You don't even know what could happen. Jesus is coming soon. I'm thinking, I'm 11 years old and I'm thinking, that does not make sense. But I loved hearing my father tell stories using the patois when he was preaching at church. Me was a boy that no listen to nobody, just like some of you children. And I remember my mother would say, don't climb the coconut tree, and I would climb it anyway. And I remember holding onto the back of a car and my whole arm scratch up because me fell and I was dragged. But, you know, when we think about Jesus Christ, him was a person who loved him children. And we is all God's children. And we love God's children. And I want you all to remember that, because God is no respecter of person. You know the Queen of England, she have to go to the bathroom. So if she have to go to the bathroom, we is all equal. You have to remember that. My father was so sure that we were equal that when he finally arrived in England, the mother country, as they had been taught, he wrote to the Queen requesting that they could meet. I guess he thought, we're equal. I don't think he ever met the Queen. But I love the fact that this man believed in himself, that the only thing above all was the God he believed in. And I've been able to carry that forward for the most part. Yes. I am Caribbean by heritage, and I'm proud. It doesn't mean that it eclipses the rest of who I am, but I love when I hear the music and when I see the people and see the images. Caribbean, I'm proud. Patois is spoken, and as I did some research when I was going to college, they said it's a combination of African and whatever the colonizer's language is. So if it's from Spain, Portuguese, or from England, it's combined with the African idioms and ways of speaking. So here's a few for you. Jamaican sayings and proverbs. Me old, but me not cold, meaning respect our elders. They still have something to offer. Sometimes the most ungrateful people are the ones we help. Sorry for Marga dog would turn around, bite you. Another one is about responsibility and when something is done, who gets blamed. This statement is made because the guilty party is the one that did the thing that was wrong. Me throw to me corn, but me not call no fowl. So the fowl came along and ate it. I put the corn down. It's the one that ate it. A few more. But as you can, I love the rhythm of the patois and the sounds, and I'm so glad that the the language police didn't get the opportunity to erase all the different sounds and the ways people speak, because it makes the world more interesting. This one is said, you may be heading for trouble and you don't even realize it. Fire there and must tail and take a cool breeze. There's fire there, but he thinks it's actually a cool breeze. I'll do some thinking on that one. I don't fully understand it, but I'm sure a real West Indian, real Jamaican does. This one, if you don't take action, you will miss out on achieving your goals, and time will run out for many of the goals you have. Procrastination, a T, is a thief a time. Or is a thief a time, you know. I finally realized that when I'm going to say me, you don't say M-E, you say M-I. But it's cool, you know. Couple more. Want it, can't get it, now want it. I like that one. Count your blessings and do not take what you have for granted, as others may just be hoping they had what you have. And the idea is that sometimes you want something, you want it, then you can't get it, you say, I don't want it anyway. Your room, oh, I love when my dad would say chaka chaka, chaka chaka. Why your room so chaka chaka, chaka chaka? That means, why is your room such a mess? Isn't that cool, chaka chaka? Cockroach, no business in a foul fight. Don't get involved in things that don't concern you. Yeah. And I think I wrote two more, one more. They might be the same. That what appears too good can hurt you. What sweet nanny goat a go run a belly? What sweet nanny goat a go run a belly? Basically saying whatever you think is really cool is going to hurt you if you're not careful. What sweet nanny goat a go run a belly? E-belly. Didn't do that one very well. I'm sure there's a West Indian or a Caribbean person that's going to say, doesn't she know anything? Using the West Indian accent. Those are those, and hope you enjoyed a little bit of patois. And you can actually get a beating, get a spanking, slapped, hit. My parents didn't do much of that, which I'm grateful because I don't like pain. But if you spoke the patois, their concern was you wouldn't be eligible for upper mobility jobs, mobile jobs, because especially in England, the Queen's English was paramount. And it was, of course, taken around the globe to all the places that were colonies. And that if you spoke the Queen's English, it meant that you were more valid than if you had an accent, which was so unfair. So unfair. It's so unfair. It's so unfair.